J is for geometry, or will be. This is just a little intro because sadly I have to explain how we have had rubbish weather here, and the J is for geometry video will involve having a compass circle drawn on the car park outside in chalk, which we haven't been able to do because of the weather. Obviously, geometry doesn't start with a J, but I already had G being for guards. Uh, so the little patriotism seemed appropriate, especially since when I was growing up in Scotland, that's how we pronounced geometry. And so in the J is for geometry, there will probably be 2 videos for that, apart from this one. That will cover both getting angles on your opponent and how the angles change as you move, and also there will be diagrams, because as well as steps changing the angles, there will also be some talk of the angles changing as blades interact either with other blades or with power devices or bucklers and shields and so on. Sadly, in fact, most of J for Geometry probably will involve me showing stuff like this, where this is one of the diagrams I'm starting to draw, which will show how a buckler, for example, being closer in to the defender and further from an attacking point, is this much shallower angle. If it's much closer to the attacking point, this cone of defense is much wider. And at the bottom, again, if the cone of defense might be much wider, but then you have the countering cone of attack if the attacking fencer manages to get pivot his blade just at the right point, and so you'll have kind of a diamond of defense and attack, so to speak. And we'll get into that in the proper J for Geometry video in a day or two, because thanks to the weather, if I decided to make the videos strictly in alphabetical order, that's already been too long since the last one, would probably never get done, so I'm actually going to skip ahead and do other letters in between, because then if you happen to download them, or if you want to set the YouTube channel to show them in alphabetical order, it'll still show them that way anyway, regardless of what order they're actually filmed in. So it should still work. Anyway, so this has been a little introduction to J for Geometry, and shortly there will be proper J for Geometry Part 1.